Good day everyone! Once and for all, I am Barvena El Saraga from Bachelor of Secondary Education 2, major in General Science. For today's video, I am going to perform the Activity 1 in which I am going to memorize the brief history of softball game and the basic information about softball. So, let us begin. First, we have the softball history. Softball began in 1887 when George Hancock, a reporter for the Chicago Board Trade, invented indoor baseball. By the spring of 1888, the game had spread outdoors. It was originally called either mash ball, kitten ball, or indoor baseball, but by the 1920s, it had acquired the name of softball. Softball game needs to have two teams, which are the outfielders and the infielders. The infielders are the following: the first baseman, in which it receives throws from fielders attempting to make outs at first base. Then second baseman receives throws from fielders attempting to make outs at second base. Then the third baseman receives throws from the other fielders attempting to make outs at third base. And then the shortstop covers the second base when the ball is hit to the second baseman. And the infielders are the left fielder, center fielder, and the right fielder, which attempts to catch the balls hit into their portion of the outfield. And the next are the terminologies in softball. First, count. It updates all the players on what is going on in the game. Then, delayed dead ball. When the defensive side commits an error, the ball should be called dead. And then we have the double. The batter has hit a fair ball that eventually bounces out of play but manages to run fast from first to second base before it happens. Then we have the fair ball. When the ball is not identified whether it landed in a fair territory. Foul ball. An action on the field is deemed illegal. The ball will be called illegal. Then we have the foul tip. The batter bats a ball straight into the catcher's hand and a foul tip occurs. Home run. The batter has hit the ball far enough to allow him to run back to home base, having run from first, second, and third base as well. Then we have the strike or out. A strike happens when the batter misses a pitch. And then we have the softball equipment. First, we have the ball. The official softball is a smooth seam ball 12 inches in circumference, weighing between 6.25 or 7 ounces and 198 grams. Bats must be round, not more than 34 inches long, and not more than 2.25 inches in diameter at the largest part. Next, we have the cleats. Cleats or studs are protrusions on the sole of a shoe or the external attachment to a shoe that provides additional traction on a soft or slippery surface. Next, we have the battling helmet. Batters wear a battling helmet in the game of baseball or softball. It is meant to protect the batter's head from an errant pitches thrown by the pitcher. Next, we have the battling gloves. Battling gloves are component in bat and ball games. Sportswear typically consisting of a leather, palm, and back made of nylon or another synthetic fabric. Next, we have the catching gloves. A softball glove is one of the most important things to have when playing the field. With a deeper pocket than a baseball glove, it will help handle the bigger ball. Next, we have the leg guards or shin guards. Baseball catcher's leg guards cover both legs from your knee down to the top of your feet. Be sure that leg guards totally cover your knees and the tops of your feet to protect sensitive areas where a foul ball or wild pitch could do serious damage. Then we have the chest guards, a protective pad worn over the chest by a catcher or umpire to shield the body from foul tips. Next, we have the softball field dimension or the softball diamond dimension. The base is 65 inches, home to front of rubber 50% 50 inches, skin field 65 inches, home plate to backstop minimum to 25 inches. Next, we have basic skills: pitch, serving out the ball, battling, hitting the ball, throwing the ball, catching the battered ball. Next, we have the basic rules of softball. 2 teams of 9 players alternate turns at battling and fielding, often called defense. The team battling aims to advance a runner around all bases to the home plate to score runs. The defending team tries to defend its bases by getting 3 outs and not allowing the battling team to score. The team that scores the most runs in 7 innings wins. A tiebreaker procedure comes into play if the score are tied after the 7th innings. Each team's innings ends when 3 of its batters have been ruled out, and then the team that was defending goes into bat. The playing field, there are 4 bases: first base, second base, third base, and home plate on the field of the plate. And that's the end of this video. Once again, I am Bervena Elsaraga from Bachelor of Secondary Education 2, major in General Science.